Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. And, as you can tell, we've been preparing for April 1st, the day the permit office is open. Cleo and I tried to coordinate our plans earlier, but unfortunately, Joel was brutally attacked in the middle of that, and we got derailed. Should we react to that?
Probably.
Oh no, Smallish Beans was smashed by the Skizzleman. Oh god,
Okay.
he was so young.
You
He
good,
was so
Joel?
young.
Question mark? I think we, like...
He was so young. I'm just gonna put my head down on my desk and sob for an hour, Cleo.
Okay.
Poor Small Beans. Oh, he says he's fine. Never mind. Kind of taking a spiralized route back toward World Spawn. There is a lot of chaos on the server today, Oss. It is April 1st, the only day that the permit office is open. I figure if they're all busy working at the permit office, this is my chance to slip back into town real quick and get some fireworks, because that is one of the few things I'm out of. We also don't have a lot of TNT. So, stopping by Jevon's TNT farm real quick would be super handy if we have the opportunity to do that. Hypno's raid farm. Wait, Hypno has a raid farm? Hold on. Does Hypno's raid farm also have totems in it? This is not the same raid farm that I've been hitting, which means that this might still have totems left, which we can provide the other Nopo guys with stuff from. Here. Okay. Horse, you stay there. Try to look innocuous. Okay. Uh-oh. We do not want to flood the horse. Okay. We're just going to bury the horse there in case this is some sort of ambush. Although they have no way of knowing, because I didn't even know which way I was going to be approaching World Spawn from. There are shulkers full of gunpowder here. We were going to go to Jevon's raid farm. There's shulkers full of glowstone. Okay, I've seen everything but totems. Obviously, Hypno doesn't have a permit to sell this stuff. But we're still going to pay him for it. So let's grab some diamond blocks here. And start shopping. Box of gunpowder. Oh, 2 diamond blocks. That seems fair. A few stacks of glowstone for 1 diamond. We'll consolidate that like so. We need that to power all sorts of stuff. 4 stacks of that. And we are going to leave him another couple diamond blocks there. Thank you to Hypno, friend of the Nopo, for running an illegal shop outside the shopping district. Yeah. The shulker full of gunpowder was really the must-get. And the fact that we didn't have to go to Jevon's, where they might be ambushing me, gives us a huge, huge aid there. Where did I leave the horse? I feel like it was, like, right here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so from here... Wait, that was, like, right next to Hermit Homedale this whole time? Wow, Hypno. Okay. I'm a little wary of coming in across the Hermit Homedale threshold here. They're going to be looking for me coming from that direction, so we're going to swing out wide. Although, if they're looking for me out by Jevon's, that's out that way. So we should probably swing wide in this direction. Okay, is there anywhere safe we can leave the horse? What is this portal? Is this someplace safe we can leave our horse? Is this another thing full of gunpowder and totems? Wow, I was way too worried about finding gunpowder. Seems like every random thing you go through on the roof of the Nether takes you to a thing full of gunpowder. Okay. Golem. You watch my horse. I'm gonna go try and buy some rocket. I want my golf bag back, which I think might have been with my stuff when Grian killed me. Grian sent me a message, and this might be a trap, saying that he had left the stuff he got from me in Hypno's mailbox. So maybe from Hypno's raid farm to Hypno's mailbox, it's just everything's coming up Hypno today. Let's try flying in low here and see if Grian was messing with me. Is this Hypno's mailbox? Blast protection. That's my pick. Oh, wait. These are his fireworks. But the potions and the bottles of enchanting were mine. It is making me super nervous being back here in the shopping district. I have a lot of memories associated with being set on fire and burned here. Which is why we've got the fireproof potion. 1, 2, 3... And finally, is there any lime green left? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's hold on to the lime green ones. We got a shulker full of gunpowder. We got the fireworks. And we might want to swing by Tango's redstone shop. Is this thing supposed to make that noise? Not sure I love that noise. What does that sign say? Skulky bits downstairs. There we go. That'll help us out some. How much are hoppers? 5 diamonds per 32. So 10 diamonds. Let's see if we can get a Riptide Trident out of Jev's stock here. No. He does have a few tridents. So we'll grab one of those, and then I guess we have to head back to... F-tier books has Riptide enchants. Riptide 3. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So we're going to put the other ones back for later. We've got to just risk putting this on here. Triple dent minus. Since it doesn't have the other enchants. We can try to go to Cleo's and grab some other books, but I'm pretty dubious about the viability. Okay. Cleo seems to be keeping Scar busy at his zoo right now. So it's a good time for us to make a Cleo run on the books. Wait, is that my golf bag? No. Okay. I was briefly so excited. Okay, that's still fine. Still helpful. Thank you, Cleo, for leaving this here. Okay, unbreaking 3. Okay, I'm gonna leave those back there. Okay, so with that completed, we now have the books we need. One thing we still need for our redstone contraptions is string. So, if we can get a bunch of spider kills in real quick before we leave, that's actually going to be really advantageous for us. Because I don't think Tango's redstone shop sells string. Uh-oh, Grian joined the game. Did he log out down here? I have no idea where the permit office HQ is, so if it just happens to be, I would be so surprised if it was just, like, through there. What's through there? Maybe nothing. Oh, no, 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 that is not nothing. That is that's the spawner. I should not have that was a mistake, and I have regrets. I have regrets. If we add this Unbreaking 3 and Mending Book to Triple Dent Minus, I think it becomes Triple Dent Plus Plus. So we're going to go ahead and take advantage of that. Woo! I am feeling so much better with a properly enchanted trident back in slot 1. Falls says another reason people should join the Popo fan club and not go to exile. What is? I don't know what False is talking about there. Uh-oh. That was maybe an unfortunate way to announce our presence. 4 stacks for 7 diamonds. Okay, so there's 4 stacks. And I think we probably want to actually get more if we can. How can we fit 4 more stacks? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 7 going across there. Boom. And oh, here we go. Anvils. Anvils, anvils. We need to gear up. And first, that's going to require fixing our broken crossbow here. Crossbow mended, other gear mended. So now we're going to start getting some levels. And another 7 diamonds for Joel on our way out. Of course, there's no, like, enchanting bench in here. That would be too convenient. Yeah, we're going to have to risk going back to Corralis's. Why can't I even eat here?
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, Joe.
Hi, False. Where you at? Oh, there you are.
Where are you? Oh, there you are.
Hiding.
What are you doing floating around? I keep seeing you.
I'm just eating some bread, being inconspicuous.
Mm-hmm.
There's barely any
inconspicuous,
conspicuity around me. None.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know. I was wondering, yeah.
What are you up to?
I'm waiting for the Poe to come and admire my sign.
Did you make another sign?
Another?
I saw the
I mean,
big
it's still
one.
there.
Oh, it's still
Yeah.
there. So they're just not coming by to appreciate it.
Well, I mean, they may have. I just haven't been around.
Fair enough.
I'm sure they have, in fact. I'm sure they love it.
I made them a sign, too. Do you want to go see it real quick? Do you have a minute?
I mean, where is it?
It's on the other side of their garage. I don't know if you British have a different word for garage.
They have a... Well, we call it a garage. But
yeah, their garage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, I'll show you. It's just on the other side of this fence.
Wait, oh.
Like, not through the fence, just around it.
Is it this big thing that says no on it?
Yeah.
Ah. Ooh. Loud over here.
You know, we wanted to say no to the Poe, and this felt like the appropriate place for that.
I mean, okay. I mean, what about yes to the Poe? Have you tried that?
You know, I actually did. I gave them all the shops that they permitted me to build, and then they hunted me for sport anyway. So, I'm trying no now.
Okay. Well, how's that going for you?
About equally well. They're still hunting me for sport. So, I don't know what to tell you,
50-50.
False.
Okay. Okay, sounds good.
They just kind of do stuff.
I mean, that's what the Poe do, the stuff.
Yeah, apparently.
I don't think anyone's quite sure, but that's what we love about them. Okay, anyway, I'll go see what they're up to.
Alrighty, have fun,
Catch
False.
you later, Joe.
Catch you later. Okay, with False dragging the permit office guys over here shortly, I'm not sure that this is a great place to be anymore. But I don't think they're likely to swing down here imminently. We are really rolling the dice on this one, guys. I'm not convinced this was a wise plan at this point. What do we got? Protection 3. Honestly, like at this point, fine. Let's just take it. Protection 3 and nothing else. Great. Fine. So we combine that with the unbreaking. Yeah. Fine. Fine. You know what? Honestly, these are the best leggings we've had in a week. I cannot stress about this. Let's go ahead and offload these additional bottles of enchanting, though, so we can have those for later. Well, it's raining. So that's the best time for me to fly around with my trident. Is there anybody over here worth bothering? Anybody over here worth bothering? Bother, 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 bother. Anybody over here worth bothering? Bother, 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 bother. I'm just flying around in Trident Town, bothering anybody, whatever's going down. Let's see what's happening on the server in the rain. Because when it's raining, I'm the only one not complaining. I got a trident and I will identify targets to snipe at, and then I will swipe at them as I fly on by, bye, bye. Anybody here on the server doing anything sketchy that needs to be stopped? Wait, what's this? Bed. Crack-a-pow. Oh no, I landed in the only place that doesn't have rain. That was probably a mistake. Should probably, you know what, while I'm over here, flying around the server, using my really cool trident, looking for anything that might be a bed. Are you a bed? No, you're a guy. Are there beds over here? I wonder why not. Probably because Scar realized it's bad to leave them out. What happened to my elytra? Okay. That one's a bed. So we'll go ahead and delete that. Deleting all Scar's beds, knocking them out, flying around, and I'm super fast. Scar cannot catch me with my Riptide Trident as long as he's only got rockets. So now is a good time to be running around and knocking these out. Ravager, Ravager, where are your beds? Ravager, Ravager, lay down your heads, down your heads. Are there beds in here? Looks like they've been destroyed. Are there beds down there? Let's check to annoy any good time boys who might be scarred or scared. We cannot leave a bed about anywhere. It's raining on the server, and raining's the best time to do lots of block removal. It's the perfect time. Oh yeah, I forgot I don't have any axes. Let's just quickly check in here real quick. Nope, no beds in there. Huh. Are there beds on the ramparts for us to uncover? Are there beds near the storage that we've yet to discover? I found a bed, I'll knock it down, I'll take it, wow. Anyhow, better not leave. Any additional beds in here? Oh, yep, I think those are beds he stole from me, actually. Should we take those? I don't really have a good way to carry them. Well, I guess we'll leave those ones for now. Hopefully Cleo can kill Scar before he realizes I've been removing all these beds. It is amazing to not only rebuild my gear, but to get ahead on redstone contraption components. So now we need to move forward with the next breezy part of our plans. Our breeze chamber portal has been most productive. Check this out. We got several breezes in different lanes of minecarts here that we can then use our infinite momentum machine to drive out this way to power machines. You might say, Joe, what kind of machines do you want to power with that? Oh, I don't know. What if we could stall wind charges and then have them thrown into some sort of ender pearl. What's this? Why, it's a pearl-evator in the nether. No bubble column, just a slime piston. And we've got an observer looking at a piece of string that's currently triggering this every so often. What if we use that instead to trigger something else, right? Okay, here, let's free up some inventory space. This is kind of a mess over here. But look, we've got this set up so when that breeze tries to shoot at the iron golem, who currently is kind of in the wrong spot. Dang it, iron golem. Noops. My bad. I'm really trying to actually fix that brick there. Okay. Core concept. This is not the best iron golem enclosure anyone's ever made. But when the breeze that's trapped inside of that enclosure fires through the powdered snow at the iron golem, it triggers a tripwire. This is based on a Squibble Tech design. I'm not doing a great job with it, but I'm trying to reverse engineer it and make it my own. But anyway, look at how many breeze wind charges we have here. I could press F3 and find out, but that would also share my coordinates, and I don't want to give the permit office that kind of information right now. Okay, but core concept. We've got a bunch of wind charges there. Now, I don't have this perfectly set up yet so that we could use a piston. Also, we are, as I'm looking at this, I'm thinking we want to close that little window there. Okay. In theory, we could rig this up so that you could hit those all into that ender pearl and maybe send it really far away. You'd have to time it properly. And I'm going to be honest, I don't have that timing sorted exactly. Right now, I'm just pretty proud of myself for making this little thing based on Squibble's design that is just collecting all these little breeze balls here. Every time it fires through the snow, it hits a tripwire, which then causes the piston to just pop it up here. So it's kind of like, you know, a pizzeria chef just spinning a bunch of pizza pies. Pretty good, huh? Unfortunately, I don't have this design set up really perfectly yet, because this pillar here that has that tripwire attached to it is going to stop these breeze blasts from hitting that. So we're accumulating a lot of these, but we're not doing much with them. How do we fix that? So at this point, I have cleared out some of this, and I have a clear line of sight on those pearls. Can I punch this such that these charges arrive right before that pearl hits? Kind of. I mean, that did something. I thought it was going to move all of these at once. Are each of these independent? Maybe I need to use pistons to, like, get these all to have the same exact X, Z coordinates. It looks like the Y coordinates are all lined up. Also, if I walk into these, nothing happens? Nothing happens. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to have to come back to this one. Time skip! Having added a few pistons to get the X, Y, and Z all the same for multiple breeze charges, I feel like we're in a little bit better shape here. This part of the machine is still kind of like, I don't know, maybe it'll work, but core concept. Uh-oh, didn't mean to breeze down into here. We've got the ender pearl just going up and down there. Is there a place I can stand and punch at that ender pearl from here? I think I need to be open-handed to punch the... Dang it. The breeze is trying to shoot at me while I do this. I also feel like that little half slab there might be in the way. I really need to set up a way to do this without dismantling half this machine every time I want to test throw in the breeze. But let's see this. Okay, so... Uh-oh. it is going to make this a lot harder to time. That did not move all of them. Dang it. How do I get them all to go at once? There's something that happens in the aerial faceplate squibble design that I'm missing here. There's a way to trigger all of these exploding at once. And what I want them to do is all explode at once, directly next to that ender pearl. And maybe the answer is we move the pearl column closer. And then maybe there's something we can do where if we crush that into something, it'll go off? Hold on. So if we set that there, and then we trigger that. No, they're all still there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to keep playing with it. My attempts to brute force reverse engineer Squibble's design from memory only got me so far on the roof of the Nether. So I have loaded up the schematic from the aerial faceplate video that Squibble put out, and I tweaked a few things. We pulled out the observer here that would detect when the amount of stuff in the dropper changed so that it only fires when the dropper is actually empty. This enabled us to go from a max charge of 21 breeze charges to a max charge of 5 stacks of breeze charges. We have it set for 4.5 stacks right now in the counter, and we have a few things we want to test. One, how far can we fly with this? How fast can we accelerate with this? Can we throw an ender pearl really far with this? I don't know. There's a lot of things I don't know. So we're going to switch our game mode over to survival, and we're going to activate it. Keep an eye on that speed in the upper left. That was not great. I feel like that was too many breeze charges. 4.5 stacks caused enough lag that it didn't trigger. Okay. Yeah, 4.5 stacks was too many. It didn't trigger while we were anywhere near where we were supposed to be. So let's go ahead and modify that counter heavily. So here we go. We got 2 stacks now. Gonna switch our game mode to survival. We're going to step across here. Hello? Whoa! I think, something happened there. I didn't throw the ender pearl because I was so surprised. Why 3,700? Well, it took a second for the game to catch up. I should probably deploy my elytra, right? Okay. So that sure is something. So if we had thrown the ender pearl, it presumably would have gone really far. I can not tell what angle I'm at. It says, that, like, flying on an instrument, my pitch is 24. So if I bring my pitch up to 0, my speed drops significantly. Okay, so if we go down at a steeper angle here, like 45, how fast does our speed get? 62 meters a second. Okay, I like that. Alrighty, we're down to Y600, but we're almost at Z negative 15,000. So we are going to start seeing the ground again soon. I mean, it's all calcite because it's a creative test world, but the elytra has not completely broken. An unbreaking 3 elytra, I think, would get us 3 times as far. Okay, there's the ground. We should probably pull up, adjusting our pitch closer to 0. Let's bring that down to 2.5, 1 degree. About a 0 degree pitch. We're now cruising at about 28 meters a second as we break Y128. And we have landed 18,000 blocks away on one axis and 1,500 blocks away on the other. So, almost an entire elytra worth of durability gone from that one launch with 2 stacks of those. So let's try this. I think this is about 2 stacks of entities. Yeah, 132, that's about 2 stacks. Let's see if we can try it with throwing the ender pearl this time. We have a fresh elytra on, and we are ready to go. Well, those sure are in there. Okay! I don't know what direction I threw the ender pearl in, but I don't think I was looking to the sky. Okay. It definitely takes a second to process that. We also forgot to switch to survival mode. Okay. Well, without the elytra, this got us here, but I did randomly throw a pearl while we were in high velocity mode. Although I think I threw it at the ground. I'm gonna have to review the footage. Just the sheer velocity to it might have, and the Y level we were at, it might still take a while to hit. I wonder where that's gonna go. We at least proved it's possible to throw an ender pearl without hitting yourself at that point. Oh, boy. And that ender pearl ended up with an incredibly suboptimal throw 2 kilometers from where we started. The best Riptide ender pearl throw would get us 1/10 of that. So let's see if we actually try and get our angle better. Maybe that'll be even better improved. Also, I'm realizing, I think I'm getting some sort of weird glitches from these chunks loading and unloading. So it might be good for me to put a pearl chamber in here, just so that these chunks don't get partially unloaded while I'm flying away. So we have an ender pearl over here. We are waiting for the dropper to reset down there. And when it does, that turns on this light here, which means this is now ready to go. We've got 64 breeze charges instead of 128 this time, so we might not have the crazy lag. But let's see if we can actually do a proper ender pearl throw. Okay. I realize I forgot to switch out of creative mode. That did throw me 500 blocks straight up. And we threw the pearl. So, with half the breeze charges, but a proper pearl angle, do we go further or closer than 2,000 blocks? 1243. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So, trying this again. 1 full stack. In survival mode this time. The machine reloads a lot faster while we travel back, now that we've got this pearl keeping it loaded. So that's nice. And we're not getting weird glitches from it loading and unloading in the middle. Okay, so here we go. 45-degree angle. And in survival mode, our Y, we got up to 600 at least. And we are just coasting with the elytra. Okay, we have glided about 900 blocks. The pearl last time went about 1,200. We're about to glide past 1,200. Okay, pearl this time went 1,400. So slightly better throw. Okay. Slightly better throw, 1,400 blocks. That's basically almost 6 times further than a Riptide 3 Trident. Third try with 1 stack here. I think I timed that a little better. $1,861 blocks, just from a slightly better throw. Okay, I've set the machine to reload with 2 stacks, though. So let's see how that goes. Okay, here we go. Let's try to get an actual 45-degree angle with the pearl with 2 stacks. I gotta be ready mentally for there to be a little delay on firing here. Okay. With a better inclination on the pearl throw, 6 kilometers away. That's better than 20 times the Riptide Trident. Full elytra, survival mode. Pearl angle of 45. Does it help if I do it this way? I don't know if that helped. I don't know if that helped at all. Wow. I don't know what speed I threw the pearl at. We'll have to check the footage later. But that got us 2,100 blocks of Y. So if we threw the pearl while we had a good fraction of that speed that took us up to there, that pearl should go pretty far. And only 3 kilometers on the pearl that time. We could have easily glided far more than 3 kilometers. Now, one thing I've been trying to do in order to avoid my hitbox intersecting the pearl is I've been using the dash plate variant rather than the standard variant of Squibble's design. That one puts me on a lower trajectory so that my pearl on a higher trajectory won't intersect my hitbox. With this variant, our hitbox trajectories might be a problem. If it's going 45 and I'm going 45, I don't know. We'll have to see. But we have just loaded up 2 stacks of breeze charges into here. So let's go. Okay, it doesn't look like the pearl intersected me. I'm about 3,200 blocks up before engaging my elytra. I'm not sure if that was an optimal throw. We still have over 3,000 meters of altitude, and we've traveled over 2,500 meters just by gliding. Not sure if the pearl's going to beat the glide, but it doesn't necessarily have to. One of the big problems with the glide is it's easy for people to figure out where we are. Although 3,000 meters up, maybe not. But I do like the uncertainty that the pearl gives any pursuers. A machine like that also takes a couple minutes to reload. So even if they waited 2 minutes for it to reload and then launched themselves on the same glide path as me, trying to find me, the pearl cutting it short isn't necessarily the worst thing. Although, really, what I want to do, ideally, is I want to throw a pearl about 3 million blocks. Maybe through another portal. Okay, yep, the pearl only went 2,800. Which is still not bad. That's still way better than a Riptide Trident. But a Riptide Trident you can use anywhere you have a bucket of water. This we gotta move a whole breeze for. Yeah. I'm gonna have to put some thought into this. Time skip!
But I
To prolong.
don't feel
the
like there's a
suffering.
need to do it, really, so I'm just gonna grow hills for 50.
Grow heels!
Thank you, Joe. Thank you. I don't even know where you are, but it's
I know,
lovely.
it's just add
It's just
commentary.
an
I love it.
omnipotent voice.
I actually do have to leave. It's getting dark out here.
Oh, okay.
I was just bugging Gem and Impulse since I happen to be in the neighborhood anyway, preparing a rail to deliver a breeze. We've got a few relays set up to obscure the exact angle of approach of our breeze shooter, but this will be the final approach here along this 71. So I've cleared out all these carpets, and then I think we can go back to our little infinite momentum machine and get this show on the road. Time skip! Here we go. Let's deploy 8 minecarts onto there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Then, from there, we're going to get on our horse, which we have armored. We're going to remove that block. That is going to send those minecarts there into this breeze. Hopefully, we need to stay outside of his... Oh, we need to stay inside his render distance, but outside his shot range. This is going to be really challenging, but I think I'm up to it. This horse is like 3 times faster than those minecarts. So that's going to be its own whole thing. I've just got to keep tapping forward and keeping him in range. Okay, there's our other breeze setup. I hope I shouldn't be activating problems with that. Good. You know, actually, this horse strafes faster than those minecarts are moving. I'm moving faster sideways with this horse. Wow. That sure is something. We should be approaching the first relay shortly, which should reroute him. We don't want to be on a dead course to spawn, right? So we've got multiple of these little elbow joints. Let's see. Yeah! Get elbow jointed! Yeah! Uh-oh. Gotta keep him in range. Gotta keep him in range. We're going to spawn! Okay, here we go. Final approach. We've got the breeze with the rail carts. Hopefully it's going to intersect these gaps. Woo! There's gap number 1. There is gap number 2. Uh-oh. Oh, Trident guy. Don't want him getting the horse. Okay, here's the question. Is it going to clip on the stairs? Is it going to clip on the stairs? Okay. Looking good. Looking good. No, what did it get hung up on? What did it get hung up on? No! We gotta clear it out. Dang it. No, this was almost so perfect. No. Impulse. Impulse.
I see tracks. Oh!
It was
You're getting
almost
shot at.
perfect. It was almost perfect, Impulse.
What happened?
I figured out a way to set up a minecart with infinite momentum from thousands of blocks away, aligned it with this ramp, and then there was a little bit
Carpet.
of green carpet there that I missed. I removed all the other colors, and I missed that one stripe, and he got hung up there. So now,
what do you need? What do you need?
well,
you need help?
I guess I just need to extend the minecart, you know, like a regular Minecraft player.
Yeah.
Oh, dang
Yeah.
it. I left my rails. Oh, good, you got rails. I left my rails on the other end of this.
I didn't do
like,
powered, so we're gonna have to. Oh!
It's literally
push.
thousands of blocks away I shot this thing from.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Push.
Let's get him.
Lots of pushing.
Go,
He's
go,
on
go.
me, so
Go.
you got this.
Woo.
Oh gosh, I push cart.
It's
okay.
fine. It's fine. You're
Look,
doing it.
I'm
We're doing
helping.
it. Yay.
We're
Those are
helping.
so cool.
They are
There
awesome.
goes.
Yay.
Off it goes. Joe did it.
Woo.
Get up and watch
not-
your success.
Yeah.
It's not powered.
That's fine.
Oh, shoot.
I'll just move this one. It's
Okay.
We're at that stage
All
in
right.
this process. We got it to thousands of blocks, and it's the last 20 that are gonna kill us.
Okay. Oh, he really got you.
It's
Okay.
fine.
Ow.
It's fine.
Okay.
Woo!
He's in.
Hopefully,
Now
now
what are
let's
you gonna
find
do
out
with
if he
him?
went through on the other side.
Hold on, I got my stuff. I'll meet you on the other side.
Okay. I was waiting for Impulse since he's grabbing his gear there. So this way we can all get shot when we go through. Hopefully not. Okay.
Oh, blah!
Come on, bud. You can do it. I believe in you. Okay, so that's not quite... That's almost what I was going for.
Oh,
Almost.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, he went back in the nether.
It's fine. We'll push him back through again.
Okay, we'll wait on this side so it's
Okay.
loaded.
Yeah.
And I'll
Hopefully...
stand on this side of the portal and push him.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Hopefully he didn't fall off the back. Not quite off the back. Okay, cool. So I am going to quickly go grab... I'm going to grab some rails in order to redirect this. Okay, so we are going to come from underneath here. And we are going to set that up like so. And set that up like so. And then set that up like so. Okay, so now we should be able to push him back through. Okay, did that work? Did that work? Did he come through?
No, he's not here.
Well, that's not great. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Did he fall?
Hello?
Hello?
No.
Wait.
Joe?
Yeah, okay, he rolled away that way.
Oh, shoot.
And of course, I've already dismantled the track in order to reassemble. It's fine. I know you have to go have a cheesesteak with your wife. Don't let me hold you up.
I have to go have a cheesesteak.
Okay, come on. Almost there. You're almost there, bud. Dang it. Come on. Dive. Okay. Please go. Please. Okay, so what we're doing at this point is we are putting a terminus in right here. And then on the back side here, we are going to run this around such that we will not have that problem again. No. Okay, so we're going to set up 2 loops on this side here. So even if he comes back through, he'll go back through again. That should theoretically work. Let's go. Okay. I probably should have just unlit this portal. Why didn't I think of that earlier? Yeah, okay, we're gonna push him through, then we unlight the portal. Okay. So now we go through. We unlight it. Can you not unlight a portal with a flint and steel these days? Okay. Dang it. He comes out that way. Let's push him. Push, 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 push. Okay, was this my rails? Yeah, yeah. There's my rail chest. Okay, so he's gone down there. We got him. Woo! We are putting this here. And, woo! Next problem. Yeah! Okay, so we've got our first breeze brought back to world spawn. I need to go remove the evidence so that people don't work backwards from here to figure out how I got that there. But, wow. We're really making progress. Oh yeah, I probably should fix this. What's the button for this? Ah. I think we might have accidentally sent him through to the nether. That's also an issue for later. Uh-oh, creeper. This area is not creeper friendly. Let's come back to this part during the day. We'll do the nether cleanup first. During the night. Uh-oh, Scar's online. We're gonna have a lot of cleanup to do over here. Dang it, skeleton! Uh-oh. That was Scar. We need to go opposite direction ASAP. No matter what direction you turn, though, there were no mid-rolls this episode. That's thanks to Patreon patron Drew Baca. Thanks, Drew Baca. In lieu of that mid-roll ad, I will now present a poetry prompt of my own devising, which you can share your response to in the YouTube comments section below. Today's poetry prompt is 1,000 episodes of HermitCraft? That's right, folks. This was actually my 1,000th episode of HermitCraft. I normally don't keep track of milestones like that. I actually thought that I had passed that like a year ago, but somebody said that I had a bunch of videos titled HermitCraft that weren't technically HermitCraft episodes, so my count was off. And it turns out this episode, episode 65, just incidentally happened to be my 1,000th episode of HermitCraft. So thanks not only to Drew Baca, but also to everyone who's made all this possible. I better, keep running across the roof of hell, hidden from my foes. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.